This week in Laughable News.
Popcorn Dress steals the show at SNL's 50th anniversary celebration. Okay, but I bring a couple of pocket hot dogs to a bar and suddenly I'm a slob and gross. Today on Laughable News for Tuesday, February 18th, 2025. Before we get to Emma Stone's dress, I would just like to point out something real quick. I've been compared to a lot of people in my life. Beard, white guy, long face, happens. But genuinely, Emma Stone's husband looks like he could be my brother, and that eats my soul, because she was my celebrity crush all throughout my teens. So Emma, if you ever see this, and you're ever looking for someone new, I'm right here. Now back to the dress. This is what the world needs. Fashion. This is what we want. Food incorporated into our clothing. We stopped at ring pops, and honestly, those were kind of messy. But let's go further. Let's see where we can take it, huh? How about a hat that dispenses quesadillas? Anything. I don't know. I'm all for popcorn pockets, though. Got one on me right now. Here you go. KFC is leaving Kentucky. So much for this administration stopping our jobs from heading to China. Today on Laughable News for Wednesday, February 19th, 2025. I'm kidding, they're not moving to China. South Korea really has the market cornered on fried chicken in Asia anyways. It would not be worth their time. Nope, KFC is headed to Texas, which makes sense when you think about it. Go where your audience is, supply and demand. Everything's bigger in Texas, especially the people. Don't get mad at me for that one. That's just statistics. Here, I'll put them up. Here, you can see. There you go. That's statistics. That's not me. Now, for anyone in Kentucky who's upset by this, don't worry. KFC will always be right here because you have heart disease. That's why. It will always be there for you in your heart because it gave you heart disease. Okay. Alleged burglars targeted pro athletes and evaded authorities for months until they took a selfie. And we would have got away with it too if it wasn't for these damn smartphones and an unhealthy need for internet clout. Today on Laughable News for Thursday, February 20th, 2025. 7 men were arrested in association with a string of high-profile burglaries of professional athletes' homes in which they would rob the homes while the professional athletes were away at games. These athletes include Joe Burrows, Travis Kelce, and Patrick Mahomes. They were caught after police gained access to an iCloud account of one of the men they suspected to be a part of the burglaries. They then went through the photos in the iCloud account and found a selfie in a hotel with a bunch of the men and a number of items from Bobby Portis' house. That's why you got to keep the crew small. That's why you got to keep the crew small. Whenever I watch a heist movie, I always go, not realistic, crew's too big. You guys ever try to keep a secret with more than 4 people? It's impossible. Someone always finds a way to rat, whether they mean to or not. That's why you got to keep the crew tight. You hit the mark. You don't take too much. You take as much as you can without taking too much. You get out of there. You lay low for 2 years, and then you only fence the items in major cities away from where you did the crime. Is what I've heard. I would never myself. I mean, that's just what I've heard from watching a lot of crime TV shows. Follow for more Laughable News.